What's up guys, it's Chris and today we're going to be talking about the 5 biggest front flip mistakes. So without further ado, let's get started. Now if you're completely new to doing front flips and you have no idea where to begin, I've already made a detailed tutorial on the move, so feel free to check that out. I'll put a card on the screen so you can click that, and I'll also put a link in the description in case you want to watch it later. But with that stated, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, mistake number 1 is taking too big of an initial hop, and it looks a little like this. Now this is bad because it severely limits your height because it takes all of your running momentum and uses it up before you can even punch the ground to go into the front flip. Instead, your hop should be short and low to the ground. This helps your body act like a spring when you turn your forward momentum into height, which leads us to our next mistake, which is not blocking. This mistake of not blocking means we fail to generate our maximum height. This mistake happens when we land with our feet directly below or behind our body, which causes us to travel forward instead of up. Instead, you should be landing with your feet slightly ahead of your body to help convert that run into height. I have a detailed explanation of blocking if y'all want to check that out. I'll put a card on the screen and a link in the description to that video so y'all can check that out later. Alright, mistake number 3 is not using your arms properly. While it makes sense to use your arms to generate height, this is actually far less effective for your front flip than you might think. By swinging your arms up, you hurt your ability to rotate, which causes most people to actually fail the flip. So instead, you should be taking your arms and swinging them down into your rotation. So start with your arms up at the takeoff and swing them into the rotation for the front flip. Mistake number 4 is not tucking hard enough. There are 2 parts to the equation for landing a basic flip: height and rotation, but we tend to focus on height and actually forget about rotation sometimes. So, see how loose my tuck is here? Instead, our tuck should be tight, just like this. You'll notice a huge improvement in your front flips if you just tuck harder. So, if you find tucking difficult, then maybe try some of these core exercises like some basic crunches or sit-ups, coffin sit-ups, or shotgun crunches, and really focus on explosiveness. Now, if you really want to test your rotation power, try this. Instead of running into your front flip and punching the ground, try stepping into the flip. This will force you to tuck harder to make up for the lack of height. Eventually, you could even try a standing front flip. Alright, our 5th and final mistake is actually pretty self-explanatory, and that is untucking too early. It may be tempting to open up or bail, but I encourage you to actually hold that tuck throughout the flip. This is actually safer than opening early and increases your chances of landing the flip. And if you're a beginner, there's really not too much to worry about because it's pretty unlikely that you'll actually over-rotate the flip like this. So to pull things together, we started off by looking at mistakes that dealt with height, and then we looked at mistakes that dealt with rotation. In order to fix these mistakes, we should focus on the following: 1. Doing a small hop. 2. Blocking to convert our momentum into height. 3. Swinging arms down into the rotation. 4. Tucking hard. And 5. Staying tucked throughout the entire rotation of the flip. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned something new. If you did, please feel free to leave a like below. That helped me out a ton. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. That way you can stay on top of new content that I post. And as always guys, stay flippin' awesome, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.